was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt it, baby, the midnight light. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it 84. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain won't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't got a lock. Watch the dirty money, what I miscount cause I'm off. Yeah, this bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said, get that block like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nooks. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like. I just spent it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the blood. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the midnight light. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it 84.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just spent it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the blood. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the midnight light. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it 84.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag is, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame can do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm inventing them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you, my Siamese.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
Turn it back.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay, and he's able to get it back to the 1-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, check that, street.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They are such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position as they take over at the 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on third down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Fourth down, Cousins. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up.
Trash
Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now.
Give me that.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goedert. He's got the first down and more than that. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. And
oh, get the fuck out of here!
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Cousins on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the the drive.
Ah, you ain't get it. Get out of here, trash. I played coverage, kept everything at in front of me at the line. You didn't get it. Challenge it all day. I'll go ahead and quit. Get my first win at Madden. Need a little bit more work at it, but I'm going to get it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here we go, here we go. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is super coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
I'll catch that!
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and 5. They run the counter with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
On 1st down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 30 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To the air again, it's Cousins. 20! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38, Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh!
It's going to be intercepted.
I probably went up behind.
Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First down, here's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Glad Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Sanders.
Fucking blockers ain't getting it all.
After a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Boston Scott, his first carry.
Oh, get the fuck out. I spin supposed to go upfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. ...3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
Good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Oh shit, once he picked the 5 times 2 minutes left, you gotta wait for the call. I'm in a tough game. It's my first ranked game. I refuse to lose my first game on that. Well, it's my first game I'm playing somebody ranked. I'm not trying to get that.
They're in need of the touchdown
Well, I'll
and
be
a
there in a
2-point
minute.
conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Go ahead, bro. You tell
That's
I'm
good.
playing
The
my game.
completion there for
First
7
game,
yards.
I got
And
12
it'll be
people watching.
2nd down. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively.
It's my first time ever playing. All right, well, tell her that.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins.
Get shit out of there.
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 33. A gain there of 21 yards. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it's caught, and he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Here's Cousins. It's complete.
Get the fuck out of here. We was all cooked.
The defense able to come
What? It's over.
stop, and they're going to hold on
It's
to a
over.
2-point lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Eagles are going to recover, and that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Come on in here, boy. What you going? You want to run and play with some rocks. You always gonna go back there and play with dirt. That's TT's.
Dad, Mommy.
That ain't your mom. Come on, go out the way. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. You want to get some? turn this on. It's cool. I'm done. That was my first game. I finished it. I won. So what? I won.
Not that good.
And he was